ArsenalFanTV, was you one of those fans there? Those Arsenal fans giving Mourinho such a... I mean, he got a hard time today from Arsenal fans.
No, I'd never do that. Mourinho, he's a lovely guy, isn't it? Why would anyone give Mourinho a hard time? The man's a classy, respectable Of course I was giving him a hard time. A flipping idiot. He's an absolute scumbag and makes me happy that we've ruined his weekend.
On the game, though, bit lucky in the end, Arsenal. Didn't really go for it. Very almost like we parked the bus a bit, but a good point in the end.
Let's be very honest about this. A bit lucky is an understatement. We were extremely lucky, and to get a draw was more than we deserved today. And listen, I don't like to kind of be too reactionary after games and hit the roof one week and celebrate too much the other and that sort of thing. But today, I have to admit, I was embarrassed. I think everyone associated with the club should be embarrassed today. That was a pathetic performance. It was gutless, lacked any courage, any flair, any verve, any ambition. It was absolutely pathetic. And I really was embarrassed to watch Arsenal play like that. And going into kind of the last minute, I was looking at it and I was thinking there hasn't been a single moment of quality in the opposition half today. And then, we watched that game for 90 minutes for 9 seconds of quality. And
you can't say it's gutless. You can't say it's gutless. You can say it's poor. You can't say it's gutless if, in the end, even though we've played poorly, how many times have we been here over the years and United have been awful?
No, I'm sorry.
And then they get they pull out a lot, Fergie time and all. That's where it originated from.
I'm sorry, but it was a gutless performance today. We showed no ambition, no belief from the first.
No courage to in the end still come back and get a point.
No courage whatsoever. Collectively.
Whatsoever, no courage.
No courage whatsoever. At no point did I think we were going to win that game. At no point could I even see where a goal was coming from in that game. We didn't have a shot on target.
We got a goal, so no courage.
No courage whatsoever. I don't want to beat around the bush on this one. That was embarrassing, and I don't use that term lightly. I really was embarrassed that we came here. There's something about this ground, there's something in the air here when we come here, but it takes good players, it takes a very good team and makes them look like idiots. We played mediocre players today. We played a very mediocre team, an ex-great team, and we were terrible today. We made them look like Arsenal, to be honest with you. They had a decent balance. We state Mourinho for parking the bus. I don't actually think he parked the bus today either. He actually had a very good pragmatic balance where there was a bit of ambition. We, in fact, had zero composure, zero courage, zero ambition. It was embarrassing for me today. And listen, we got the goal.
Harsh. I mean, listen,
what would you be saying?
No courage. No courage, I don't think, is the right word to use.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm just answering your thing. No courage to be 1-0 down. You've played poorly, right? The place there's rocking all of a sudden for the United fans. They're thinking they're going to get a win, and then you dig deep. This is how I look on it. As a player today, I thought they played poorly, but in the end, they dug deep and said, "Nah, you know what? We're leaving here with something."
They didn't.
Well, who did? It wasn't a lucky. No, but he's a player, isn't he?
No, but as
Giroud's a player.
As a collective.
When that cross, hold on.
As a collective,
when that
they
cross
offered nothing. As a collective,
when that cross went in, there must have been about 5 Arsenal players in the box.
There was one guy that came on the Ox, and he was the only
an Arsenal
person. Yeah, and I'm saying he showed courage. Actually taking someone on.
Giroud?
But as a collective, no, I mean Giroud. Listen, when he came on, he was very average as well. I don't think that he did much.
I think you're being very harsh.
I really.
I think it's a poor performance, but the players in the end dug deep. I think there was courage at the end because they've dug deep to try and pull out a result.
No, at the end, it was all hands on deck. Let's protect what we don't deserve. The only player that showed any courage, any sort of offered anything, was the Ox for 9 seconds when he took it down the line and put it in.
Nothing on Giroud.
Robbie, would you not be agreeing with me? Let's say in a parallel universe this game was played and Ox goes down the line, tries to put the cross in and gets deflected out from a corner comes to nothing as it did, and we lose 1-0. You'd be agreeing with every word I'm saying right now.
It didn't.
Listen.
I hear you say a lot of times.
Listen, do not let that one moment, that 9 seconds of quality, do not let that twist the bigger picture. Do not let it conceal how bad we were today. It was gutless. It was completely lacking courage. It was embarrassing. We are a better team, and we made them make us look very average.
I don't agree it was gutless. I don't agree it lacked courage. I agree it was poor. I believe the second half performance in particular. I thought the first half performance we defended it okay. I thought the second half performance, right, the defending was very sloppy at times. I thought we were poor in the second half, but I think in the end they showed courage, they dug deep, and they pulled out and got a draw. I think courage, to say they lacked courage and were gutless is the wrong words to use. That's my opinion. Just my opinion.
You look at so many players when they got the ball, they didn't want to take a man on, they didn't want to make a mistake, they weren't willing to put themselves out there and take a risk for the benefit of the team. And the one player that doesn't lack courage, the one player that never does, we all know who he is, Alexis Sanchez. He was taking it upon himself to come back so deep to actually try and make something happen. There were times where he was standing up, looking at players, not even touching the ball, just standing there with the ball, waiting for some movement, waiting for someone to take a risk, to do something. No one offered anything today. Ozil was terrible, Ramsey was terrible, Alexis huffed and puffed, but he didn't do anything.
Give me one positive before you go there.
Oh boy, look, the one positive is it's November and we haven't lost, 2 games, and I wanted at least 4 points. We've got half that. It really isn't good enough, but I can't believe you're disagreeing with me. It really was very miserable.
Poor.
I'm not.
You're a miserable.
I don't want to let one goal change the whole perspective on this game. It was gutless. And listen, look. What annoyed me as well, we waited so long to make our changes. Yeah, he's right, it was bullshit. We made so long to make our changes. It was very, very abundantly clear to me at half-time, even before half-time, but at half-time, Ramsey on the left wasn't working. And I'm not going to blame him. This is just another reminder to everyone that gets on Ramsey's case. Ramsey does not play left wing. He doesn't even really play right wing, but we played him there so many times that we now have a level of expectation for him. He's not a left winger. He played very badly today. I forgive him that, because that's not his position. Theo was doing nothing.
He weren't gutless.
Well, he was.
Oh, this interview's going on too long. If I start getting into it, I'm going to start getting into arguments over everything with you.
Arsene Wenger should have made the changes sooner. It was clear at half-time, and for me, he should have put Ramsey on the right, Theo up top, Alexis on the left. At least these are players that have played in these positions before. Yeah. He didn't do that. He has to take a lot of flack today. I wanted him to make the first move, because I wanted to show some ambition. Mourinho did it, he got the goal, and they're very unlucky not to get the 3 points. Okay. And the final thing before I say, just a little moment, we've all seen Mesut Ozil do a little prayer before games, do a little dua, and I'd like to do that collectively with anyone that's watching, because a good friend of mine was in a car accident and he's in ICU in hospital. So, Allah, God, whoever you pray to, please help him make a full recovery. Ameen.
Yeah. We've got a brand new website. Make sure you get on there right now. You've got all of our videos, you've got news stories on there, lots and lots of features. Also, if you want to write for ArsenalFanTV, you've got the chance to do that by submitting your blog. So make sure you get onto our brand new website, ArsenalFanTV.com. Get on it now.